Habari, gani. Ujima is today's response. Ujima, which means collective work and responsibilities. It's been quite a telling day already, just pondering this question and the way my inner world immediately grabbed hold of this topic. Yeah, it's got me thinking already. But before I get into day 3 and Ujima, I wanted to get the oracle deck back out. Braj Telej oracle, I think that's right, because at the end of Queen Auset's video yesterday, she posed another question about were our first impressions of her, which is a brave question to ask, but not really. They've just found that not really when you're Queen Auset, because she is amazing. I put on my comment to her on the video. I first watched and listened to you and I just felt life force, all wrapped up in this just supreme gorgeousness, just pure life force. It doesn't surprise me at all that Queen Auset is a Leo. There's a strength and a fierceness and a life force wrapped in gorgeousness about Queen Auset. So I said I would ponder that all day and pull a card, and I'm going to pull a card now. So I am going to see. Oh, one's just flown out. It popped out up into the air. And we have got working, and there are lots of hands around the edge. Can you see the circle of hands? And I think that's really telling. I think part of Queen Auset's life force, power to bring people together, to unite us, to encourage us to hold hands and to do the work. What's at the bottom of the deck? Let me have a look. Releasing old ways, jumping off the cliff, going all in, together holding hands. It's about the work. She is a life force bringing change, standing behind us on the edge of the cliff shouting, yeah, go on, jump and let's do it together. So thank you, Queen Auset, for encouraging us all to jump to our deaths. It's much needed. Okay, right, back to day 3. Day 3 of Kwanzaa. So Habari, gani. Ujima is today's response. It means collective work, responsibility. Veronica's got another wonderful 7-card spread that she did in conjunction with Queen Auset, which I'm about to do. But first, I looked at some of the questions about how do you build community? What's your contribution? How do others perceive you? How do others think about your responsibility? Oh my goodness, my past jumped in, and my inner critic, which I do catch now as not me, started with all of that. Have any community? Nobody likes you. Everybody hates you. Everybody thinks you're a waste of space. Nobody thinks you're good with responsibility. You've got no connection. You've got no friends. Everybody left. It just started. But the work I've done so far on day 1 and day 2 kicked in, and I thought about yesterday's cards. I thought about this card coming up twice. What do I think about community and unity as an overall position, and the fact that I don't trust in a lot of community and unity, or I didn't trust in a lot of community because I'd been gaslit and lied about and betrayed, and my heart had been poured out in community just to be stabbed in the back. I thought about that card. So of course my inner critic is going to jump in saying, you've got no community, everybody hates you. It's a trauma voice from the past. But then I remembered the 7 of Swords coming out yesterday, the Page of Swords coming out yesterday, all in reverse, telling me to stop lying to myself, to stop being in my head, listening to the voices in my head, deceiving myself. I thought about this card coming out, the 8 of Swords. again in reverse. All of these cards were in reverse. Being trapped by the bonds, invisible bonds that aren't true anymore. It isn't true. The fact that that voice was trying to tell me everybody hated me, I'd got no community, I don't have responsibilities that I'm capable of taking care of. It's not true. A lot of things were stolen from me and a lot of people were taken away. I am grateful for that. I am now not in a number of communities because of abuse. I am grateful. I do lie to myself. I do say that people hate me and they don't. I do say sometimes I've got nobody. I have so many people around me. I just need to get out of the past. That's what I pulled yesterday. This is now you making yourself stuck. So I haven't even got to the 7 card spread yet. And all of the cards that are coming out this week are going, no, no, no. It's been such a fantastically profound few days. And what I didn't share yesterday, the underlying energy of yesterday's tarot pull was the Tower reversed. Burn it all down. Queen Auset says burn it down. Don't try and rebuild. Don't try and resolve it. Burn it down, let it go, start again. Burn it down. You too catch yourself saying, well, I'm not involved, nobody likes me. Do stop and check. Is that a lie? I'm not going to think about the communities I'm not a part of anymore and the people who have left and where I'm excluded. I need to think about now. What communities am I in now? So that's where I started. I asked myself, where are my communities? Communities are family, not the old family, but my kids now. My community are those children. Also my ancestral bloodline, the images on my ancestor altar of loved ones that have passed that are near and dear to me, plus the bloodline past and present that I'm trying to heal as the circle breaker. That came out yesterday. There is a community through time that I'm connected to and I have an important role. I have a new family now, a chosen family. I have new sisters, 3 new sisters that are my soul sisters. I have my adopted brother now in Ireland who I love dearly, who said, I will be your brother. And my dogs, they're my fur babies, they're my family. There is a whole community there. The school community, the moms that I speak to, we're sharing a passage through time with our children. As I was painting the play backdrop for the year 4 play, and with all the kids waving to me eating dinner, that is community. My circle of friends now I am left with are absolutely amazing. The tarot community, I make videos about the tarot community, the witchcraft community, the art community online. I have a circle of amazing Facebook friends. That virtual world community, it's very real. I have friends that I go traveling with and hiking with. I have an art community. My art community did dwindle, but I do have some friends who still make art that I will reconnect with now I'm feeling stronger once this pandemic is over. There are so many communities. So for that inner critic to say to me, you have no community, you are not part of anything, there is nobody around you, it is a lie. I won't deceive myself anymore. And my responsibilities, environmental, there's motherhood, there is a responsibility to share my healing journey, I feel, and to reach out to other people stuck in trauma or self-deception. There is a need, I feel, to share the process of starting again in your 50s. So aging is part of it. My hair is going grey. I am letting the grey curls come in for now until I decide to play again with colour. But that's all about embracing aging and not being scared to start again completely at 50 and to embrace the joy of life. These are responsibilities I feel. The circle breaking responsibility for my children, that's huge. And then taking part in events like this and connecting with other cultures and standing up for equality, and equality with race, equality with body size, and like body diversity, and also as a mom of a child with special needs, standing up for equality for disabilities as well. That's all part of my responsibility of where life's taken me. So that's all part of the collective effort. You know, my inner critic tried to say, you're not part of any collective effort, you're not important. There's so many collective efforts there. Even when I walk out into the garden and decide to leave all the stinging nettles along the back of my garden and on my front drive, because I know that there are caterpillars going extinct and they need the nettles left. Doing that is an act of collective responsibility for Mother Earth. Going out and hugging my tree at night because I had to prune a branch and leaving it gifts. That's me in action for collective responsibility. Get onto the 7 card spread. I have talked enough. I'm going to try using the Luminous Void Tarot today. This was my birthday present at the end of November to myself. I haven't really used it. I've used it for a couple of pulls, but we're going to see how it goes today. A memory whispered and it said, Ujima drowning, needs piled up high. Ujima drowning, dreams lost in a sigh. Ujima drowning, come up for air. Ujima drowning, don't leave her there. Ujima drowning, a child filled with shame. Ujima drowning, carrying blame. Ujima drowning, go swoop her up. Ujima drowning, share unity's cup. Ujima drowning, a soul welcomed home. Ujima drowning, with tales of wild ocean foam. Ujima drowning, no longer bled dry. Ujima drowning, breathe in the vast sky. My own voice replied and it said, Ujima loving, circles breaking, Ujima caring, true home making, Ujima laughing, my voice now spoken, Ujima healing, past lives broken, Ujima holding, connections made, Ujima building, past lives fade, Ujima embracing, be seen, don't hide, Ujima swimming, turn the tide. I am the protector of my community, my family, my loved ones. I have shed the cloak of shame you placed on my shoulders, and in my naked strength I have built a defence. I am the circle breaker. New life grows behind these walls that I build. Love and light is let in, but no more hate. You cannot steal my truth anymore. I own it. I have worked long enough for my loved ones to move forward in safety. Through speaking truth, sharing truth, exploring viewpoints with balance and integrity, a healing path can be formed. Tears cried in a storm produce rainbows when a new day brings sunshine. So be the balance, the love, the forgiveness, the kindness you never knew. Bring balance to a bloodline of abuse by showering it with love. I am always open about the times that I have landed flat on my back, when I have failed and fallen and been broken and have grasped onto any magic I could find in the world to survive. My truth and my willingness to share will help others. I am also the page of discs, a truth teller, a comforting place where my children can return when they need a safe home and the truth to be told. Oh my goodness, the world. Did I mention I was the circle breaker? My children and their children and their children to come, all of them, you can know that it is over. It is done. The abuse stops with me. I am the circle breaker. I think people think that I am sharp-tongued but sometimes useful. I think people see I am not afraid to speak truth. People think I am less jaded than reality, that I have more energy than reality, that I am eager to fight much more than reality, that I am more naive than my reality. Some people believe that they can still sabotage by getting into my head. They don't realise it's a new day and the sword now belongs to me. Do you remember I mentioned being stabbed in the back? Well, I'd braced myself for this question, for in the past my nearest and dearest had proclaimed to the world I was irresponsible. They never cared how much responsibility I carried. They were too busy stabbing me in the back. Now people see the wounds of those knives, but now loved ones also see the weight of the responsibility I carry, and they encourage me. I have dealt with many knights of swords, the drama bringers, the takers of zero responsibility, the reconciliation haters. My heart doesn't crumble in their wake anymore. The unexpected changes, the drama and the stress of their sudden truths, it's all survivable. You taught me this. You've turned me into the strongest of warriors because you taught me how to survive and how strong I could be. Don't get stuck in the past or refuse to learn the lessons that are there for you. Today's reading is all about that. You are able to break free. You are free. Don't listen to their voices. Be a community builder. You are not in the past. Today is a new day. Your thoughts about your communities, your responsibilities, your efforts and the causes dear to you belong to you. Do not listen to an inner voice that is not your own. Take back your reality. Pick up your sword.